Hey Bernie, Tim Handren here, your mayor. Today is Thursday, May 21st, and just wanted to bring you an update. As we talked about last time, not a lot has been changing, and that's a good thing. In terms of the number of active cases in Kendall County, we are up to 5 active cases. We've had a couple in the last 2 or 3 days that have come in. 2 of those active cases are in the same household. So we have 4 households of active COVID-19 in Kendall County. You know, we've been doing a lot more testing, and so it's no surprise that the numbers are going to show a little bit of an increase. But on a percentage basis, when you look at the amount of testing that's been done, it appears that we are not, out of control with COVID-19 infection, which is a good thing. Hitting that 5 number, I've seen some comments online that people are concerned that's going to take Kendall County back to you can only be open at 25% status. Remember, we had a phase 1 that the governor put out there for reopening. And in that phase 1, Kendall County was allowed to open up to 50%. And there was a condition that said if you hit any of these, you will go back to 25%. However, with the governor announcing the phase 2 opening this past week, the good news is all of those reversion metrics that we might have triggered in the past, those are now off the table. So we're only operating under the governor's phase 2 opening Texas plan, which is a good thing. And I would just want to calm you down that there's probably not any chance based on the phase 1 opening that we would revert back to a 25% of restaurants and other things being open. So as of today, where are we? If you saw the governor speak this past week, there's quite a bit that's reopening. And we are part of Region 8, which is really San Antonio, and that's going to be our primary place to go to for hospital beds. And if you don't watch the daily updates that Mayor Nuremberg and Judge Wolf put out, watch them at least once a week, because what you'll see is the availability of hospital beds is pretty high. The number of people that are on ventilators is pretty small on a relative basis. I think it's at 23 or 24% of the available ventilators are being used right now. And available beds are not out of control. I think over 70% of ICU beds are available. So again, looking at those numbers, that's what the governor is going to use as his barometer for how we continue to open. And that makes sense to me. It's all data-based. There's no emotion in that. I personally am happy with the openings. I am going out to restaurants. I'm happy to see the restaurant owners are coming out of this economic crisis, in addition to the pandemic that we've all been through. And I don't think it's irresponsible to be going to restaurants. I think, again, you follow all the right protocol, the right hygiene tactics, which the owners are doing. The ones I've been into, they're doing a great job. And I'm following all the proper tactics too. It's all about washing your hands, wear a mask when you can't guarantee social distancing, don't touch your face if you touch things that you're not familiar with. It's really pretty simple. And I think we just have to constantly remind ourselves of that. Now, this weekend is Memorial Day. It's a long weekend. Going to be lots of the same temptations we had back when Easter came, right? The temptations are, it's really not that bad. Let's have a bunch of social gatherings. But I would just encourage you to really be diligent and be cautious. I've worn my Star-Spangled shirt here. I continue to not do a lot of social things with anybody. My wife and I continue to stay home. We are going out to eat occasionally, and we're doing all the necessary things we need to do. But large social gatherings, I would encourage you probably not to do that yet. Let's see how things go for a little bit longer. The governor will make another announcement in a little less than 2 weeks. And I think as long as the numbers continue to stay stable, we as a county and as a community in Boerne, we're in great shape. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been so responsible in terms of how you carried yourselves and how we've handled this throughout the entirety of the crisis. We continue our calls with the entire community officials. We had one this morning. And hats off to Mayor Menezes in Fair Oaks and Judge Lux in Kendall County. I think that we have a great team that has come together in a great way over the past couple of months as we've dealt with this. So that's all for now. We'll have another update next week after City Council meeting. That'll be an important council meeting. It will be open to the public here in City Hall, and it will also be online, just so you know that. So whichever way, if you want to attend, you can attend virtually, or there'll be a limited seating capacity if you want to attend in person. Thanks for tuning in today. Have a great Memorial Day weekend.